Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aviana, if you've never viewed me before, but we are going to talk about Pluto entering Aquarius today. All right, today's November 19th, so that is happening today, and Pluto is going to stay in Aquarius for 20 years. All right, so Pluto was just in Capricorn. Okay, and Pluto is honestly, first of all, shout out to Pluto. Okay, I know they try to say you're not a planet anymore, but you are out here doing your thing, baby. Okay, love Pluto. All right. So honestly, there's a lot going on right now. So right now we're in Scorpio season, which is ruled by Pluto. Okay, and that Pluto and Scorpio for me is all about transformation. It's about rebirth, but it's about doing so from the shadow, right? Taking the shadow, bringing it to the surface, accepting it, loving it, transmuting it. Okay. And I'm super into that because that's the kind of healing work I do. I specialize in shadow work, I do my alchemy ceremony. So I am excited, but also nervous for this time, right? And if you think of Aquarius, which I'm also an Aquarius, so I feel like I'm excited to see how this 20 years is going to look for me personally. But and Aquarius energy is all about, like, they're the humanitarian, they are here to challenge the status quo, they're the rebel of the zodiac because they go against the grain. They're here questioning outdated beliefs and really highlighting humanity, but also highlighting individuality. So I really, really like this energy. I'm excited to see what the next 20 years will bring for us, right? I feel like it's going to be a lot with technology, especially like AI, all that stuff. We already see that kind of surging, but I also think it's about building community in everyone kind of taking accountability for the world they want to live in instead of waiting for the government or, you know, waiting for some sort of big payoff so you can invest in things like this. Like, it's no, it's like, okay, what little things can I do today to help create the life that I want to leave for my future children, for my grandchildren, you know? How can I make this world a better place than it was for my parents, for myself growing up? And with Pluto being in the mix here, it's almost like there is not going to be any other option but to, look at these things and say, hey, this is the issue here. This is what's holding you back. This is how you can move past it. I feel like it's going to be a lot of shadow work, but in an empowering way. I'm sure we've all been through some moments in time where, we've broken down, feel like we gave all of our power away, had to just reassess some situations. Oh, let me get some incense here. But I feel like this is going to be in a way of acknowledging it, but not in a way that makes it feel like it's a devastation, right? Because sometimes when you realize there's certain things you have to overcome, certain blockages, limiting beliefs, it can be upsetting. You can be like, dang, I didn't know I was holding on to that in that way. But now I feel like it's going to be in an approach of, okay, now I see that, now I can acknowledge it, now I can move past it. It's not going to be, recognizing it isn't going to be such an event like it used to be. You know what I mean? Let me light this incense and we're going to get into it. All right, I see this alignment card right here, and then there's enlightenment right behind it. So yeah, I feel like any sort of illusion, anything that is like, because I feel like this energy is about empowering individuals to just create the reality that they desire. So anything that doesn't support that is going to be wiped away, is going to be taken care of. You know what I mean? Not necessarily in like a crazy, scary way, but there's going to be a lot more clarity and a lot more truth. And with enlightenment here as well, I mean, look at that. That's what we're going towards, you know? And anything that, like, I feel like there's not going to be any more hierarchy. I feel like it's going to be more about community, more about honoring individuality, but not making anyone compromise anything in order to do that, right? It's like I can honor my individuality without you needing to compromise who you are to acknowledge that. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's going to be an energy like that. And I'm excited for 20 years. That's a long time. So let's see what's going on. All right, let me shuffle these cards up one more time, and then we're going to get into it. So I have a couple oracle decks. I've got the Secret Language of Light that we're going to start with. And then we're going to get into the tarot and then close with the, what is this? Wisdom of the Shadow. All right. Oh, because this is, again, a big shadow period. Yeah, so you create space, variance. Yeah, this is going to be a situation where we're creating space for more individuality. I like that. And any part of us that may reject it, anyone's individuality is going to be checked, right? It's the parts of us that are rejecting, they're going to come up and say, okay, why am I scared of this? Why am I rejecting this? Why am I trying to force something to be like me? How can I honor myself even more so I don't feel threatened by that and just create the reality that I desire? You know, that's what it feels like. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck. Okay, I like it. We have meditation. We have nothing has gone wrong. Beautiful. Yeah. So definitely this is going to be a big time of meditation because we're going through a lot of change, a lot of growth, a lot of ego death, right? And for some of us, it's going to be hard to cope with that, right? When our ego, when our mind feels uncomfortable or does not want to embrace change, it can cause our nervous system to get upset. It can cause overthinking. It can cause all sorts of things, right? So meditate through that. Get yourself grounded. Connect with your heart space. Yeah, this is going to be the time. Oh, gorgeous. We're healing. Okay, healing what? The divine feminine. This is about allowing ourselves to be soft, to be nurtured, to nurture and love others. And also with the divine feminine energy, that's about bringing things into the physical reality, right? Birthing things, new ideas, new creations, new ways of being. And I feel like it's going to be all about love, all about generosity, community. And we have color and we have whispers here. I don't know. I just like these cards. They're both sideways. I just feel like everything's going to become a lot clearer for all of us. You know? See? Insight. We're going to be moving with a lot more understanding, a lot more wisdom. And like, it's almost like whenever, like, I feel like the world is just going to look different. Like the colors are going to be brighter and it's just, it feels like it's going to be more pure. But also it's going to be very uncomfortable to get there, right? Because that's not quite where we're at right now on Earth. So know that in order to bring in this new way of being, there's going to be certain things that are broken down, which is where Pluto comes into the picture, right? That's that shadow work, that transmutation, all that. So, all right, let's just get into it. We're going to start with the Secret Language of Light. I almost feel guided to start with the whispers of the shadow, though. Wisdom of the Shadow, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm going to start with the shadow deck because I feel like we should go from shadow to light. That's what I'm feeling. All right, so we got a little sneak peek at, you know, ways to cope with this transformation and the beautiful things that are going to come in due to it. So know that during this time, if you do feel yourself getting overwhelmed, feeling uncertain, maybe leaning into fear and doubt a bit too much, allow yourself to meditate. Allow yourself to get grounded and remind yourself that everything's going to be okay. All right, let's start with the Wisdom of the Shadow. And I'm just going to get one of these cards and read out of the book. But yeah, when I was like meditating before I started the reading, it just was all about community, collaboration instead of competition, instead of feeling like there's not enough to go around. Yeah, see, we have discomfort here and we have rising. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of discomfort, right? But that's because we're transmuting into a new higher vibration. And it's also about, see, we have sadness, judgment. Those things are coming to the surface to be transmuted, right? Because you can't go towards a new way of being if you still have that doubt and that fear or the just opposing energies, right? So before we get into this new era, these things are coming up to be processed so you can release them before you move forward. You know what I mean? All right, let's just get a card for Pluto and Aquarius, please and thank you. Oh, I like it. So we have identity here. Let me get it out of the book. This is a new deck for me as well, so I'm excited to read for you guys. All right, so we have this as identity. All right, it says, I know who I am. I accept and appreciate all the unique layers of myself. I am me. So yeah, it just feels like a time of everyone allowing their individuality, their uniqueness, all aspects of it to be seen, to be shown. Wild, unabashed, underneath the blood and snakes is a girl, a human, a soul, a heart, love. What is seen isn't the whole picture. There is more than meets the eye. An entire universe exists within, unique, weird, wise, one of a kind. If that doesn't explain Aquarius, I don't know what does. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what this is all about. Letting go of the judgment, of the inhibitions, of the fear that keeps us held back from being our own true, unique, individual, beautiful, wild selves. Absolutely. Medusa was depicted as a grotesque monster of a woman. In fact, not even a woman, but a feared and wrathful mythical creature. Snakes for hair, an awful appearance, blood that births beasts, and a look that will turn you to stone. Under the surface is the story of a woman, a maiden who was sexually taken against her will and then punished for it by being cursed with the image that is widely known to us. Even then, these are just two facets to an entire life story of one woman. With image and identity, what is seen on the surface can only share a small fraction of what makes up the whole. The way others see us isn't our identity unless we choose to become the stories others tell about us. Ooh, we are reclaiming our identity, you know? Especially like because we can be defined as certain things because we're a certain, you know, race, a certain religion. We live in a certain place. We have a certain career, you know? And instead of letting society or others judge us based on these few things, we're reclaiming our identity. We're not taking on those labels if they don't fit for us. That's what I like. Okay, let's keep going. How others see us is not our responsibility to hold. We can only be responsible for ourselves as we choose in creating the identity that we desire to live with and live as. Our experiences do not define who we are. We are each unique expressions that will never be repeated. And that's my work with the alchemy stuff. That's where I come in, okay? Because a lot of the times we can really let our experiences define us. We can let our childhood, our trauma, our abuses, our past failures really define us. And sometimes like we can even let, you know, like being an honor roll high school student define us, right? And we can stay stuck in that identity. You know, it's no more letting these external things define us, but allowing ourselves to define us for our truth. You know, not these labels, but who we really are as a soul. Notice any layers that you hold back because somehow you feel that you won't be accepted, understood, or loved. Mm-hmm. If being yourself brought rejection, shame, or abandonment at some point in life, it may be more difficult to embrace your own unique aspects. This is an invitation to let your weird flag fly. Absolutely. So just think to yourself, what are certain, you know, certain characteristics, personality traits of myself that I may not let everyone see? For me, it's my dancing and singing. I love to dance and sing. If I'm by myself, I am the loudest, most flowy person ever, but it takes me a while to be comfortable to do that around others. Even though I do like to go to concerts, I'll get down at a concert. That's different. But like individual, I don't want to put on a performance, you know? But that's a big part of me that helps me flow, that helps me vocalize and release. So I think I could work on letting that part of me out more. Leave yours in the comments. Let's see what else we got going on. And then these are some contemplations. So if you want to write these down to maybe journal on them later, I definitely would. Do I live as the fullest expression of who I am at my core? How do others see me? What can't they see? How have I held back from allowing myself to be fully me? And answer these questions without judgment. Do so with curiosity, with acceptance. Because think of it as just an experiment to get to know yourself better, right? Have fun with it. Be curious with it. And then a ritual. Gather a piece of paper and something to write with, and maybe you can bookmark this right now and come back to this ritual if you want. At the top, write all the ways people have seen you, to include not true and unpleasant things. Ooh, that's good. So some people could say certain things about me, like I'm not caring and things like that. Not true. Draw a line underneath. Write all the roles, archetypes, and hats you've embodied and worn. Draw a line underneath. Write all the identities you've chosen for yourself. Draw a line. Finally, write down the deepest truths of your identity. Underneath everything, your truest essence. Notice what pieces you've taken on that don't feel like your truth. Notice what is ready to be cleared away or more fully embraced. You get to choose your identity. And I feel like that's the big thing here. This Pluto in Aquarius is reminding us of our autonomy. We don't have to identify with things that don't serve us. We don't have to struggle if that doesn't serve us. How can we take accountability for the reality we want to live? If you want to start a co-op in like a little community living situation, how can you get that started now? Maybe you can start a food bank. Maybe you can get some friends together, start a Monday night dinner. What are the little things you can do to reclaim your truth, to get back to who you're meant to be? Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for society to get on board. Put that energy out there, because the more we do it as individuals, the more the vibration will raise and everything will be on that vibration. Don't wait for permission. Just do it. All right, we're going to get into the tarot now and just see what's going on there. All right, I'm using my glow-in-the-dark tarot. Obviously, we're not in the dark, so it's not going to glow for us, but it is a cool deck. It's just the Rider-Waite, but black and white. But I felt guided to use it because, again, it feels very like from the shadow to the light. It feels like there's going to be a lot of transformation and things like that. So let's see what's going on for Pluto in Aquarius for the collective. Please and thank you. Pluto in Aquarius. And I'll talk more about this in the next newsletter I send out. So if you are not signed up for my newsletter, go to my website, avianasascension.com. That is linked down below, and sign up for it. One more shuffle. All right, so let's cut the deck. At the bottom will be the overall energy there. So let's see what we got. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Cups here and the Two of Swords. So it feels like at first there's going to be a lot of confusion, okay? I think that this Pluto in Aquarius is going to highlight where there may not be fulfillment, where we may not be listening to our heart, where there could be blockages or just too much confusion, too many opinions bubbling around. I think all of this is coming together so that we can all get really clear on what's important for us and what brings us fulfillment. That way we can move forward without the heaviness of everyone's opinions or overthinking and worry. But it's going to be hard at first because it's going to be right in our face, right? The need to make a decision. So some of us may even experience like a really big decision. Maybe you already have, but you're having to like decide for yourself, okay, is this right for me or not? I have to tap into my heart and see. Yeah, Eight of Wands, the Chariot. But I feel like once we get clear on that, moving. Okay, both of these cards talk about movement. So some of you guys could be moving, or just traveling a lot more. But I see, yeah, it's like I see things moving very, very quickly with the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands. It's because we're in our truth. We're in our truth and we're not going to compromise it anymore. You know, we know what's right for us. We know who we truly are, and we're not going to put on a mask, dilute it, none of that for anybody anymore. We're willing to stand up for ourselves now. And there could also be a lot coming down in regards to like financial institutions, work, career, like how people are motivated by money and things like that. Because we have the Tower and the Strength card. So I definitely see there's going to be a transition with money, career, maybe material things as well. All right, so let's get into it. I'm just going to let the cards fly out and we'll see what comes through. What do we need to know for this Pluto and Aquarius? Please and thank you. That's too many cards. Cards are a little sticky. Pluto and Aquarius. Okay. All right, so the Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles has come out. King of Pentacles is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But yeah, the Seven of Cups. I feel like this is us realizing when it comes to our finances, our career, maybe like the home, family, whatever. We've been a little bit misguided with the Seven of Cups. There's a need for clarity when it comes to what we're investing in, what we are giving like our importance to, you know. It's time for a redirection. It's not about material gain anymore, but it's about soul truth, you know, your true identity. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, Judgment. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. King of Cups. Yeah, so it's just a matter of King of Cups with the Three of Cups to clarify the King and the Seven of Cups here. It's about wanting to have love and the heart center as a means of celebration, not what did I gain, you know, what's my status in society. I feel like having the material things, the physical motivate us is no longer in alignment anymore. We're having to ask ourselves what really, really matters to us, what makes us feel good, what makes us feel celebrated. And for a long time in society, it was that financial payoff. It was the societal material gains. But now, it's not. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a lot of abundance because we're all going to be following our heart. We're all going to be following our intuition. And obviously that's going to look different for all of us, right? We aren't all passionate and love the same things. And that's good because then that shows us that there is so much abundance, right? This is no longer having that like sheep mentality where it's like, okay, I have to have the 9 to 5 and the college degree and the white picket fence and blah, 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 blah. Now we're realizing, okay, I want to do this. That's perfect. Then that person can do this. I can do that. There's room for all of us to do exactly what we want. Reclaiming our identity and our individuality helps us realize how much abundance there is in the world. You know, it's, yeah, like this Two of Wands here. It's like if you stay in your castle, obviously eventually you're going to run out of stuff. But if you allow yourself to explore the entire world, you realize there's enough to go around. All right, we've got the Four of Wands. I feel like there is going to be and see the Queen of Cups is here too. I feel like there's going to be a re-emergence of the importance of family and community with this Pluto and Aquarius. Like, yes, we are all honoring our individuality, but I also feel that it's coming back to community as well, because Aquarius is that humanitarian, right? So not only are you honoring yourself, but through you honoring yourself, you're also going to have that space to honor others. And there's going to be more. And okay, I like it, because not only are you going to honor yourself, but honoring yourself helps you find your soul helps you find your soul tribe, your soul family. Okay? And so the more you feel a sense of belonging, the more you can have that sense of belonging and expand it to others. You know, we won't all feel like shelter cats that were just abandoned. You know, we will feel like, okay, I have a home, I have a place I belong. Now that I'm here, how can I let this energy vibrate to everyone, you know? Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. So yeah, I feel like there was a time of just, yeah, see, that's cool. There was a time of feeling like if this person had it, I can't have it. It was dog eat dog world, right? It was a lot of competition. It was a lot of, you know, if the sun shines there, then it won't shine on me and I can't have that. And that's such a low vibration, especially on planet Earth when there's so much abundance here, right? I look outside, I see 1,000,001 leaves on the ground. That should show you there's abundance, you know? With the King of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I feel there's going to be a lot of clarity surrounding teamwork, surrounding camaraderie, you know? And I really like this because it's like these two people are like a monk and a priest or something, and then this is like a sculptor. So especially like back in the day, like medieval times, whatever, monks and like priests were higher than artists and things like that. But this shows different people from different statuses working together to create a whole for something for everyone, for beautiful. Okay, that didn't make sense the way I said it, but you know what I mean. Like different people from different classes, different walks of life coming together for the collective to create beauty, happiness, joy for all of us, right? It's no longer going to be about us versus them, because that's not sustainable, because it's not, there is no separation. We are all one. So I feel like this Pluto and Aquarius is going to help us lean into that more. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, it just used to be a time of like, okay, let me protect everything that I've gained, and you know, it took a lot for me to get here, so let me protect it, watch over it. Now it's like, okay, if I have a little extra, let me give it, right? So this is giving like an energy of like, we don't have to like raise taxes because people are just donating their money anyways. You know, it's like, it's not going to be an argument anymore. It's going to be like, obviously, because what am I hoarding this money over here for anyways? You know, because I want a better world for myself, for my children, for my grandchildren. So let me get that started now for everyone so that it can be that. Not through, let me make sure they have it and no one else does so they're good. It's not that anymore. Let's make sure everyone's good. All right, the King of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah, I just see truth and passion. That's what is going to prevail. It's not about who has what. It's not that anymore. It's just about authenticity and the passion to create the life that you want. Tell me more about the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So yeah, with the Three of Wands, Eight of Cups at the bottom, we're walking away from anything that's no longer bringing us fulfillment, anything that's not right for our soul, right? It may be right for ego, it may be right for the mind, it may be right for your bank account, but if it's not right for your soul, it's not going to work anymore. Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the Strength card, yeah, we're going towards, and see, the Star is Aquarius energy. We're going towards renewal, hope, and faith, and you see the Ace of Pentacles is there. That's showing us that that's where the stability lies. Not in, not in competition, not in fighting, not in separation, but through following your heart, following your truth, following what you're passionate about, and taking accountability to create the reality that you desire. There's no way around it, All right, I'm going to go through this chunk of cards that just came out, and then that's where we're going to end it with this deck. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a transformation, a shift surrounding work, surrounding, our careers and our financial stability. Okay. It's going to be one based on authenticity, morals, love. That's the deciding factors. Not how hard can you work. Not how much can you ignore your family and clock in. It's not about that anymore. Those that follow their heart, those that show up authentically, those that honor truth, that's who's going to prevail. Yeah, see, like, it's putting an end to it just feels like the miserly Ebenezer Scrooge vibes. Those are coming to an end, right? Because the Nine of Cups is someone who's very self-sufficient, but they protect what they have, right? They keep it kind of to themselves, right? And so we're done with that. It's not about let me collect it all for me and my family. No, it's about let's create a better world for all of us because we are all one. We're going towards abundance and fulfillment and blessings because we're following our heart, because we're asking ourselves, does this matter to me or not? Does this make me happy or not? And it's true, honest introspection. And it's through the heart with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because that's that feminine energy. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is all fate. This is destiny. It's time to move forward. It's time for a new way of being. Because I always tell people, especially when people get scared about, the government stuff and climate change and things like that. Like, it's not to say that these things aren't, important and you need to pay attention to them, but it's also recognize that this earth is for soul's evolution. The divine, the universe, whatever, is not just going to give it up like that and be like, well, the humans ruined earth, so we got to go somewhere else. Like, no, they're not going to do that. They're going to get us together. You know what I mean? So go with the flow, follow your heart, and know that it is going to get a little weird and uncomfortable at first, but know that love will prevail. Truth will prevail. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be weird, though, for sure. All right, let's close it out with a light language, secret language of light, whatever. card. Oh, okay. I think we got two. Let's see. We sure did. All right, I'm going to read both of these out of the book. And that'll be that. So anytime you feel like you need to come back to this message during the next 20 years, it'll be here for you if you need it. All right. I think this is, no, there's one card after this, I think. So yeah, expansion is, there's one card after expansion, and it is let your light shine, and it says be authentic. So that's not the card we got, so I'm not going to read it, but yeah, it feels like this is the big step to us getting to a very beautiful way of being. And again, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight, right? It's going to require a lot of, deep wounds, deep shadows to come up to see the light so they can be transmuted, you know? All right, let's talk about it though. Number 44, expansion. Look at the chakras, love that. Travel at your own speed of light. Are you keeping up with your life and all you want to create? Or are you holding yourself back with what ifs or buts? You limit your life through your beliefs. Everything you say and everything you do becomes true for you and is the platform on which you build your life. The playing field of life is unlimited and loving. You are an unlimited, loving, and wondrous part of creation. You are perfect right here, right now. You are different and therefore think differently to last week, last year, last decade, and yet you will always be you. What you are observing is your view. It is neither right nor wrong, but a way to become clear about what you like and don't like so you can choose what to focus upon. The events and experiences of your life will grow in meaning as your consciousness expands. Learn to focus and dance in time with the energy and speed of your desires, and they will arrive easily in surprising and satisfying ways. Gorgeous. So yeah, I feel like a big part of this Pluto and Aquarius is us having the courage to follow our individuality, follow our truth, without worrying about what may go wrong, what other people want us to do, or mistakes or anything like that. And what's cool is it said, what you're observing is your view. It's neither right nor wrong, but a way to become clear about what you like and don't like so you can choose what to focus upon. And I think that's the big thing about this Pluto and Aquarius, is we are recognizing what we like and don't like, what triggers us, what makes us feel good. And instead of pushing the pressure onto the external to fix that, we're recognizing, okay, that just lets me know that this is for me and this is not. Thank you. I love that. Anyways, some sort of alarm is going off. Hopefully everyone's fine out there. All right, we have number 21, Soul Tree. Ooh. Okay, this is, I'm already feeling like this is like a grounding situation. So again, as we are expanding, having the courage to go towards our truth, our ego, our mind, there's going to be parts of us, and that those are the parts that are coming to the surface to be transmuted. But those parts of us will reject it because they don't know it's safe. So let them come up, let the fear come up, but sit with it, acknowledge it, and then move through it, release it. That's what's going to happen. All right, number 21, Soul Tree, Gorge, love that. Trees are filled with wisdom. You are becoming more connected to nature. Trees are great holders of wisdom and knowledge. Next time you are near a tree, try asking it what it would like you to know and listen with an open heart for an inspired response. I'm literally just now thinking of this tree that's right outside my window. It looks like it has a face on it. And I just noticed it like 2 days ago. Like I've seen the tree, I just didn't notice the face before. I was just like, oh, that tree has a face and it's watching over me, and I love that. I'm just going to reread this. Next time you are near a tree, try asking it what it would like you to know and listen with an open heart for an inspired response. The same life force that animates you also flows through trees. We are all in this together. Now imagine that trees are physical manifestations of angels. Their divine essence flows deep into trees as angels are far-reaching in their ability to help care and create. Trees, like angels, see and feel without judgment, always emitting an internal stream of love. Allow angelic tree energy to flow through you, sending roots deep into the ground, forming a solid foundation that enables you to reach higher and deeper into the light and soul of you. From this vantage point, you can sculpt your ideas and dreams to be planted upon the earth for you to enjoy through your physical senses. Beautiful. Yeah. Find a tree that you like, hug it, connect with it, allow it to ground you. And during this time, especially during your expansion, have love for yourself, like a tree has unconditional love for all of us. Have love for others that may struggle with expansion. Because know that there are a lot of people, a lot of systems that succeed with others not knowing their truth. And as we all find our truth more and more, they're going to freak out more and more. So have love and compassion for yourself, for others, for all of us. Because it's going to be hard and it's going to be weird for a little bit, but it's going to be beautiful. All right? That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. If you would like more content from me, I have all of my social media down in the description box below. I also have my website if you would like a one-on-one reading or an alchemy ceremony, or if you want to sign up for my newsletter. That's all going to be down below. All right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.